things like email marketing, SMS, your regular social media marketing, SEO, Pinterest marketing, advertising. None of those things are going away. This is just an opportunity for you to think about how you can create a bigger presence and drive traffic from different channels to increase your overall sales.
Welcome to Thrive by Design, the podcast for ambitious, independent jewelry brands looking to profit from their products. Get ready to make more and sell more doing what you love without spending every single waking minute doing it. Hey, and if you're a creative, fashion, or product-based business, I want to welcome you to the show. I'll be dropping big tips on launching, growing, and scaling your business so you can spend more of your precious time using your creativity to make money. You ready? All right, let's do this.
Welcome to the Thrive by Design podcast. This is Tracy here. I am so excited to be chatting with you about what's working now in 2024 for e-commerce. So I've curated a bunch of data and also a bunch of statistics to share with you today. So we're going to be driving into some numbers a little bit earlier on in this episode, which is kind of cool. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to share with you how powerful online selling still is when you're growing your jewelry company. So if you're trying to drive more traffic and more sales to your website or just sell more online in general, you are in the right place today because we're going to be going deep into all of those things. So traditionally, when we're trying to drive traffic to a website, we think of things like SMS, email marketing, social media marketing. We think of SEO, we think of Pinterest marketing, right? Like all these tried and true marketings. You might even be playing around with running ads on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, or Google. And these are all incredible ways to drive traffic to your website. And when I think about this, one of the things that I really like to incorporate when I'm thinking about online selling is like, what are all of the online sales channels that we're using, and how can we think of this, or how can we think of our sales channels as like a holistic way to think about our overall sales? Because I'm going to share with you some interesting stats, and one of the interesting things that's working now is all about having omnichannel presence. We're going to be getting into that a little bit more. And, because we specifically specialize in social media marketing and also driving traffic and sales to your website, instead of things like Amazon, Etsy, and other social media platforms, we still do believe that all of those platforms can contribute to a great strategy for sales if you have and want and desire a multi-stream or omni-channel brand. And so we're going to touch on some of those things. We're not going to go deep into Amazon or Etsy today, but I wanted to just talk a little bit more about some of the ways that you can build your own marketing. So let me talk about what that means in just a minute. But a couple of weeks ago, Instagram and Facebook, actually, we got locked out for many, many hours during one day. And this is just another reminder that when you build your business on rented land without a backup, then you literally put your business in jeopardy. And if you want to listen to my episode that I recorded and released last week, listen to that, because I think it'd be super helpful for you when it comes to thinking about your strategy, about how you're really creating, more security for your marketing when it comes to it. And that's why I love email marketing. And today we are giving away an email list building guide. So this is 11 different ways to build your email list for free using social media. And we're going to be talking about easy strategies to help get people from your social channels on to your email list. Why? Because email marketing is still the bomb, and so is SMS marketing. And the more that you can directly reach out to people instead of relying on an algorithm, the more impact and the more opportunities for sales you have. And so I mention this because I want you to build a business that is rocking 24/7 all day long. And I want you to get into a regular habit of building your email list and never have to worry about if you get opted out or shut out of your Instagram, or worry about what happens if Etsy shuts you down or people don't find you, because you always have a direct line to your customers to market to them. So if you want to download that guide, head on over to flourishthriveacademy.com/email list guide and download our email list building guide today for free. It's awesome. And one of the reasons I'm talking about online sales again is for a very specific reason. Now, we decided to bring back our Train Your Customers to Buy From You online program. We are open for early bird enrollment. The program actually doesn't start until the end of April, but we realized that many of you are ready and just want to get in early because you know that you want to take the program. So the first 10 people who join, and this is the first time I'm announcing it publicly on a podcast, will get $500 off and a one-on-one collection review and audit with Coach Lisa, valued at $495. So that's basically almost $1,000 worth of value just by joining early. So if you're interested in learning more about the curriculum for the TYC this spring, it is all new. Head on over to flourishthriveacademy.com/TYC. I'll also have a link in the show notes. Get in and apply today before that the first 10 goes away. We want you in there. All right, so let me dive into the content today. Now, I'm really excited about this podcast because there are some really curious and interesting statistics that were pulled from the end of 2023, early 2024, that I think are compelling for anyone who is thinking about or wanting to sell more online. So the first statistic is that 87% of sellers say social selling has been effective for their business. High-performing salespeople are 12% more likely to use social media when selling. I think this is compelling because I've seen this before when people are selling from like Neiman Marcus or something. If they have an awesome social media presence, they end up bringing in more shoppers into the store. So you can do the same thing for your business as well. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook offer the highest ROI for social selling. 19% of consumers have reached out to customer service via DMs in the past 3 months, which is up from 45% in 2022. This is really important. I'm going to share a story about why. Actually, I'm just going to share about it now. There's a brand that I shop for on Instagram, and I swear I love their products. They have the worst customer service. They barely ever check their Instagram DMs, and I've had a problem both times that I ordered directly from the brand. If I order from this brand's products from other websites, I'm not going to say who it is. I don't have any problem. It gets delivered fine, but I've always had a problem with this. So first, I'm not going to shop from the brand anymore because of their delayed response in the DMs. And also, the second thing is I've always had a problem buying from them on their social media apps. So buying from them on Instagram with like the connection of whatever's happening. So I mention this is because the DMs, your Instagram DMs have to be checked every day, and you have to maybe in the very least have some sort of automated message the first time someone reaches out to you over the course of time if you aren't monitoring it all the time. So you can use the Meta Suite, have your customer service person manage that, or figure out a way to be checking in on that just like you're checking in on emails on a regular basis. Let me get back to my statistics. The most common reason for cart abandonment amongst consumers is extra costs for things like shipping and taxes. So that's really interesting. That was a statistic from Forbes. The main concern consumers have about buying products directly within social media platforms is that the sellers aren't legitimate companies or are a scam. Great opportunity for you to create legitimacy for yourself on your social media platforms. And this is not super obvious, but smartphones account for 66% of online orders. So I mention all of these things because it gives you an insight into some of the things I'm going to talk about right now about why these strategies are going to help increase and help you grow your online sales this year. So like I said earlier, things like email marketing, SMS, your regular social media marketing, SEO, Pinterest marketing, advertising, none of those things are going away. This is just an opportunity for you to think about how you can create a bigger presence and drive traffic from different channels to increase your overall sales, because that's really what everyone cares about, right? You just want your sales numbers to increase. So my first strategy is that omnichannel presence for a brand and a seamless omnichannel experience is the thing that people are looking at now. So here's what that means. Brands that are available on more than just one platform, so that you're not just selling in person, you're not just selling on your website, you're not just selling on social media, you're not just selling on Etsy or one of these other platforms. An omnichannel presence means that you're on multiple platforms at the same time, so that when people are searching for your products, they can find you in a variety of different ways. So think about it this way. If someone's searching online and They're not ready. They're shopping with you in person, like at an event or if you have a retail store, but they're not ready to buy right there, or something comes up and they're running out of time and they want to take a look at it. Having it available on your website can be an opportunity for them to still buy the product that they're looking at, but it's not right there. Or vice versa, maybe someone sees something on your website and they want to try it on, and you have an opportunity for them to walk into a store to actually physically try that piece on. That's going to increase your potential conversion rate by up to 30%, and the lifetime value of that customer. This stat was pulled from the Future of Commerce. So I want you to think about omni-channel presence. And for most of the designers and makers who are selling on multiple platforms, it's typically like in-person shows, social media, and your website. But if you have other platforms, like, I'm working with several clients right now in my VIP offering who have retail stores, or they are working in a different type of modality where they're not necessarily just point and click sales online. So they're thinking about different ways where they can reach people. And the reason this works so well, especially if you have a retail store, it allows for flexible fulfillment. So you can choose where to buy and when. And then also it allows you to return online purchases in store. I think that's super powerful. And as much as I don't love this, as much as shopping on someone's website, I do think that social commerce is rising. So being able to shop directly on the platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, especially for Gen Z and millennial audiences. And then also being able to offer personalized customer service in that omni-channel presence. So omni-channel for the win. Be able to have your products available on multiple sales channels. It will increase your overall and online sales. Now, option number 2, or my second strategy. You've been hearing us talk about AI. You've been hearing everyone talking about AI, and whether you love it or hate it, it can be a useful tool in a way that it can take the hard labor out of things that once were a manual process. So if you want to enhance your sales and customer service experience, use AI chatbots. So let me share with you a few examples of how you can include chatbots in your marketing. Now, we did a training many years ago about using a tool called ManyChat. And ManyChat is an automation tool, chatbot, where people can comment on a post on your social media and be delivered a message. And you can literally have a conversation by following prompts to automatically get signed up for something, to deliver a link to buy something, to get people to sign up for your email list. Like, there's a whole variety of reasons, and we'll go through that in just a minute. They're really powerful. And then that data analytica crisis back in the day with Facebook came on, and they changed the APIs, and then chatbots kind of went away for a while, and now they're back with a vengeance. Plus, they work with Instagram and Facebook, which is amazing. So first and foremost, you can use a tool like ManyChat to increase your conversions on your social media. So here's a couple of examples. You can comment, have the call to action, comment new on your caption as a strong call to action. And when someone comments new on your social media post, they get delivered a direct message with a link to your new collection and a chatbot sequence that allows them, that kind of guides them through that buying process and gets them to the next step. There's also a specific app for this called Comment Sold, but we're not talking about that right now. But you also can use Comment Sold for live selling and stuff like that. But you could comment sold on a social media post, and that means that you want to claim an item to buy a piece, but you can still do that same process with ManyChat. So you just have to probably edit the ManyChat flow every time that you're releasing a new piece. But this allows people to seamlessly and automatically get a link to your products and what's available. This one is one of my favorites. They can comment VIP for a link to sign up for your VIP email list. That's a great opportunity for you to always be building your email list, especially with my free download that I'm giving you, 11 ways to build your email list with free social media. You definitely want to grab that because it is a great and phenomenal resource. So first and foremost, use chatbots in your social media marketing. And then you can also use chatbots for customer service. So you can use ManyChat in the same way for customer service responses. Someone has a customer service issue. If they DM you, you can send them the next request or start a conversation back and forth using a chatbot to solve their customer service problem. The other thing that you can use are specific customer service chatbot builders like Intercom, Zowie, Zendesk, or Certainly. And there's a whole list. You can Google or ask ChatGPT for a list of them. But this helps enhance your customer service experience when you're off. One of the most annoying things is that most people have time to deal with like their errands and returns after business hours, right? They're not available during the day to deal with customer service issues. So if you have a chatbot on your website that allows people to chat with you during off hours in an automated fashion, which helps increase happiness and customer return rates and all of those things, because they're not frustrated having to wait to a time when they forget, and then your office hours are closed and then they don't have an opportunity. So the more that you can expand your customer service hours, and we don't want you working 24/7, but if you can do that using chatbot technology, that will significantly increase your customer happiness rate over time. Now, number 3, we're talking about interactive and shoppable live streams. So we've been talking about live streaming and live selling for years. This is not going away, but the new way to have interactive and shoppable live streams in a variety of different ways, not just using an app like Comment Sold, even though Comment Sold is an amazing way to be selling products during a live stream. Making your live streams very interactive can do wonders for the success of them. And I believe last year I interviewed Carla Garrow of Lita Seaglass all about her live stream strategy and going live after taking our TYC program a couple of years ago, going live on What's New Wednesday every single week. And she went from having a low multiple six-figure business to high multiple six-figure business over the course of just a few years. And it really, really worked, not only to build engagement and community, but also to skyrocket her sales, which is phenomenal. So definitely live streaming and live selling is not going away. It's just how you're using it. So one of the ways that you can basically capture community and engagement is creating consistency in how you're showing up for the live stream, creating engagement during the live stream. So asking questions, having giveaways, basically like talking to the audience as if they're one person, calling out comments, engaging with the actual people watching the live stream can be super powerful. And then thinking about a different variety of ways that you can sell your products during a live stream. So yes, Comment Sold is a great application that you can use, but also maybe using QR codes or a feature that allows you to post a live link where it's clickable. Using a chat feature on your live stream, like comment this word using ManyChat, comment blue to get the turquoise necklace, and then anyone who wants the blue necklace automatically when they comment blue on that live stream gets a message with a link to purchase that product. And then when you post your live stream videos on the feed for later, that gives you an opportunity to have purchases long after the live stream is over if things didn't sell out or whatever. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use interactive and shoppable live streams to increase engagement and also to continue to grow your online sales using social media platforms and other live streaming platforms as well. All right, number 4, leveraging short form video content on TikTok and Instagram. So we talk a lot about this. I've been talking about short form video content for years, but it is still one of the most powerful ways to engage users and to connect with your audience. And there's so many easy ways that you can do this on an ongoing basis to keep engagement. So I'm just gonna list out a couple of ideas for you right now. Number 1, shoot a face-to-camera video where you're talking to your followers and adding value. Do a series. Now, Nicole Garapi of Fantasy Jewelry, she is a former coach of ours. She was one of our Laying the Foundation coaches for years. She's a former coach of ours. She started doing this Gemstone Fact series. She's on episode like 38 or 56 or something now. And she is getting, her Instagram following is blowing up because she's just showing up every single week, adding value and curiosity, probably to not just consumers, but to jewelry designers and a whole slew of people who are interested and fascinated by gemstones and their healing qualities. So add value add videos, feature your products, do behind the scenes, use trending sounds. Like all of these things are a great way to create interaction and engagement with your audience. And so if you're not using a lot of video, I highly recommend that you do, regardless of the type of brand that you have. Everything that you can do can be elevated to the level of status for your brand, meaning like if you have a luxury brand, then go ahead and have some really professional, high quality luxury videos created and use that as an opportunity to show the luxury behind your brand in a way that can connect, because video really does connect over static images so much more. If you have a more accessible price point brand, then one of the things that can make it really powerful is for you to use video to maybe show how the pieces are made. It's really exciting for people, or show the behind the scenes of your work. Get creative with their videos. There are millions and millions, or thousands, maybe not millions, but thousands of different things that you could do to create compelling video content. One of my favorite things to advise is just when you see something that you like, save those videos and try to recreate that for yourself. And then don't stop and start creating your content. Batch your content in little sprints. Maybe spend an hour once a week, filming videos, or set up your tripod or something so that you can film yourself every single day, and then upload that into a folder on your phone. So when you're ready to create your content, you have it all right there for you. So I just wanted to give you that insight and how to get this done. So my fifth tip for you today is user-generated content. Now, user-generated content, I heard this amazing strategy, and I'm trying to get the person who shared this with me, my friend Phil, on the podcast to share the whole high level of it and get into the nitty-gritty. But basically, user-generated content is helping him drive loads of traffic through advertising to his e-commerce brands, or the customers of his e-commerce brand. And the way it works is he sends out a message to people after they purchase a product, and if they're willing to give a positive review and create a video for the content, they get a credit in the store for for more merchandise. It's brilliant because it's not technically a paid actor. It's an actual client who is reviewing the product there, and instead of getting paid, they get a credit in the store. So basically, the idea here is to have in your email automation, after someone purchases a product, ask them to create a video review. And if they create a video review for you that they allow and release on a video release and allow you to run it for ads or use for social media content, then you give them a store credit for future product, as long as it fits into the guidelines that you set. So you want to make sure that the video is usable and that they're answering and hitting on the key things that you want them to hit on. Obviously, you don't want to basically control the conversation, but you do want to make sure that it's actually a usable and a good video. So the video has to be usable as a contingency, and it also has to hit certain parameters. So one of the things that he had as a guideline, like no children are allowed in a video, because if they decide to run ads for that video, sometimes people don't want their children's faces on ads, right? They have to have a clean and nice background behind them. So it can't look like a bunch of junks piled up. So they have to have an exquisite background and be well lit, and the video has to be a good and high quality. So you can have them shoot it on your phone and have a way for them to submit the video, or you can use an app like testimonials.to. We are going to be trying that app for our programs after the programs are over, and I've heard great things about it. Some of the biggest marketers are using it right now. So that's one app to try, or you can just do it the manual way and have them upload to a form or a Dropbox. Now, I'd love to recap these strategies. The first is having a seamless omnichannel experience across all platforms. So wherever you're selling, making sure that it's a great experience so that people can find you in multiple ways. In fact, as I took a pause to record this video, one of the students in our program just said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Because of what I've learned in this program, my sales are up 27% already this year." And she's like, "I'm shocked because at the beginning of the year, we were down 8%. And we're only in March right now. So this just happened. And I'm telling you this because we were teaching her how to do some of these things. And so I want to just mention that it really does work, and your sales will grow if you execute what is mentioned. Number 2, use AI-powered chatbots for enhanced sales and customer service experiences, and using tools like ManyChat or some of the customer service tools if you're using them on your website, like Intercom, Zowie, Zendesk, or Certainly. Number 3, interactive and shoppable live streams. So make sure that when you're live streaming, have it engaging and interactive, and think about the different ways that you can get people commenting and liking and participating in your live stream. That's really going to help you crush it. Number 4, leveraging short form video content on TikTok and Instagram. This isn't necessarily a new strategy, but it always works. And this is a great way to use video content in a variety of different ways to grow your following and audience. It's still the best way to get traction for your brand. And number 5, user generated content. Get videos from previous customers and use those as testimonials to promote your brand. Now, before I go, I don't have time to go in deeply to all these things, but I'm going to share with you a couple of other things that are working. So you definitely want to optimize your channels for voice search optimization. This just means that everything that you're using has keyword searching in it. So if you're using like Hey Siri as a command, that your content on your social media, your website, etc., is optimized for voice search. Now, the next thing that's really powerful are subscription models and or loyalty programs to get repeat customers coming back for more. In fact, Chelsea's doing a whole training on loyalty programs in our Train Your Customers to Buy From You online program. She is the best when it comes to this. She has an 80.9% return customer rate. Her sales always remain consistent and grow because of that return and repeat customer rate. So if you want to learn from her, get in early for a TYC, head on over to flourishthriveacademy.com/TYC and apply today. And then another little tip is AI-powered personalized shopping experiences. So there's a bunch of AI tools that can help personalize the shopping experience for online shoppers. So check those out. This is awesome. I'm super excited. Thank you for being here. Make sure that you check out the show notes for all of the links, the apps, and our free download 11 ways to build your email list with free social media followers. Thank you so much. This is Tracy Matthews signing off. Until next time.